Good morning. I think I want to work on duo boon positioning, because if we go into anybody's in particular thing, you can't really see what's connecting here. Now there's two ways we could go about this. One is we sort of dynamically move these along the track, which would be pretty cool. Although I'm not sure if it would end up kind of blocking stuff out. I didn't really allocate design space around here. It probably has to become smaller in that case. Sooner. These could actually become probably a little bit sooner, actually. So I might try doing references first, because I think that'd be easier with what we've got. Maybe I have to see if that whole reference thing. Oh yeah, and coloring these boom references. Because it would be nice if those were actually the other colors to properly represent the fact that they're outside things. So icon type is in boon. Now I think we're probably set up to only return a single icon from a duo boon right now. Duo boons equals duo boons. Duo boons is, well, it's a list of boons, but that comes from layout duo boons. Well, okay, so it's a list. But you unzipped a pair. So you would have to actually be like a list of boons to get the references in there. And the color actually doesn't even end up matter under default screen sizes. Trait.name, trait.icon, trait.point. Trait.point, so actually it's point. Let's see, so adjacent would not do any of these. Skip 1 and skip 2 would. Opposite. Oh yeah, I guess you might still need it. Now that'll vary a little bit with aspect. Well, it does vary with aspect ratio. Just we happen to be in an aspect ratio where the bottom's cut off. Hmm. Now you see, now I'm wondering, could I extract like some of these things? And what the, I think I probably, I might almost want like an even more of a basic shape on these than what we have now, but if it's something like that that was legible at, yeah, so that icon itself does not shrink well. If you had some really basic shape, and just like cross line, well, vertical, horizontal, not sure what to make of that. That'd be like lightning. You could call out some of the basics at that scale, anyway. So mainly skip 1, skip 2, also opposite. They're returning the same thing, so they would all have to get turned into list of points. And then we would have to unzip and flatten. But we can do that as a strictly typed thing. So it's it's the focused one that's black. So that's one minor quibble I have with the dark color scheme is that the headers tend to blend into the windows. Wait a minute, we already have the points, right? Well, no, it's a connector. So it's not necessarily going to be clear to an outside observer which point is the midpoint and which point is the other terminus. Wait, you're a duo connector. You have a shape, you have a group and a color. Yeah, you're in terms of angles, so the points are not pre-computed. All right, if you become a list point and you become a list point, you're just passing through what's there. Well, we've got this basic boon thing. We can do that. Calculate adjacent. Adjacent, the connector is invisible, that's correct. You have a single point. Calculate duo, calculate adjacent. Angle, calculate skip 1. You're all referencing down to something else. Calculate opposite is actually doing something direct. Calculate arc. We should have the points. Oh, duo arc does have an end A, end B. Duo connector shape. And you're a point. I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay. So we might be able to get that out. Side of there. Although we're going to have to bust it back out. Also, let's go back to 0, 0. We're not, we do in fact not want these on the other points though. Oh, if it's just a list of points, I can't do them as different references, so that's good. It's almost like I have to switch based on the type here. That's going to pretty much duplicate things for the lines and arcs though. Oh, layout duo boon. you're actually going to have to be a list, no matter what we do. So unzip, and then it's a pair. We have like a tuple map first. Map first. This can cat map. Oh, can cat have a bunch of lists. So the initial trivial conversion of this. So it's almost like we'd have to do something like reference points. Duo arc is a whole structure, of which we only care about NA and NB. I'm assuming it's duo line. Yes. Which I guess could still be NA and NB. And then invisible is going to be an empty list. So now we do 0.2. Or could I actually, would this work out? If we did that. Still heavily indented. So we're returning a tuple of, well, it's a list, but we're going to take reference points. Map function expects 2 arguments but got 3 instead. Okay, so I guess this doesn't work out as nicely as we thought. Oh, because we have to pipeline you? Hmm. Okay. I'm not applying. These are applied as duo boons, so they get, so like the reference shrinks it, but it still gets duo boon sizing. These almost go into the individual god charts. I don't know if I want them to be that color though. Display boon trait, it gets a boon size. Do I want to separate the main boons from like duo reference boons? So these did get shrunk down, possibly to a smaller size, since they're references. But that's just really noisy at this level. So right now, I think tuples only go down. We're going with two tuples. So you're still a list. Well, I can take whatever fields I'm doing here and do a record of it, I guess. So if I pull them out to just like duo references, I can draw them in a different size. That should make them fade out at the, well, at a larger size. It depends how big you're displaying it. So that's kind of good for this level of things. Well, they need to be smaller. We didn't allocate design space for these. You're not too big of a problem. Well, you're a small problem. Well, that's kind of only two that are big problems. The thing that gets complicated is that I have to, if I have to get a thing in frame, that is along that arc, it could be just interesting math. Well, I might need to at least try this. So I guess it's duo boons, duo connectors. You're not a list anymore. No, you are a list. Layout duo boon. No, let's see. Layout duo boons. Layout duo boons goes there. Layout duo boon. Okay, yeah, you're doing all the juggling. And you see your list duo connector, your duo connector. So it's not even like these are going to be the same type. That's metrics, right? Duo boons, duo connectors. I guess it has to be like duo reference boons and what it ends up being. Well, no, it's that duo. Okay, yeah, yes, your list. We're just going to make this not just an unzip. You are going to be very much like that. Except you are going to be a single. A duo reference boons. And a single. And duo connector. All right, so map onto you, it's a structure. Map individual entries. No, this is going to be like a fold. Returns a B to B, list A. So it's value accumulator. The names are the same. I guess you could do 3 different loops. That'd be multiple passes, but maybe you wouldn't be rebuilding this entire structure each time. We do need a let, though. And you're just some intermediate value. Well, it at least looks nicer. Now, I do have one more thing to fix up here. Oh. Did I do that differently below? I did it differently here. See, closing curly brace. Indeed, you probably were. All right, so we build a chart metric somewhere. Problem is everything takes this. Calculate metrics, so that's updating it. Initial metrics. Layout duo boons. Duo boons, duo reference boons. No, you should be plural. You should be plural. Okay, so now they won't render at all because we'd have to end that to rendering. Duo connectors, basic boons, duo boons. Metrics.duo reference boons, basic size. Okay, so that makes it nice and small. Which means it's going to generally, oh yeah, the reference boons are nice and small. But if we're here, you can at least kind of see what's going on. And this, you actually see the color. So these are all going to be greenish, which is duo color. So that will probably work well enough. Okay, we don't include those in hit detection. I might be able to. Hit chart. So we do all the gods, we do metrics.duo. You were a nothing. Hmm. Duo boon size. Oh. Wait, hit boons. Oh, hit boons versus hit god. Basic boon size. Do a reference boons. Okay. So now you can actually, if you're here, and what are you? I guess we actually been here, weren't we? This looks like a mistagged line. Oh no, because this one's on. And you see this line coming in, then yes. Okay, it's in the group. It's in Demeter. Yeah, because we're rotated, so that's fine. You are in the link not aid. Ooh. Why aren't you working? I guess this could be tagged, just to make it a thin line. But there's something specifically wrong with this one. Okay, well, that's a bigger deal than I thought. Because her side is up. This knows that it's a prereq. What about... Oh. That one's not working either. Of course, this is the one that depends on a group. Not sure if that one was specifically tagged. Don't know how often we do that. Not very often, apparently. Maybe Zeus? That doesn't appear to be a thin line, though. Okay, so this is like group dependent edges. Or tagged group dependent edges. I think generally the visual weight of these is acceptable. And then you're going to come from any of these. And you could probably have a duo frame. All right, so you can see what's what, but they're not going to be... They're smaller, so they're not going to be mistaken for these. It's a little bit of visual noise at this level. I guess I could try to detect on screen and just like remove that. But you can see it where you need to. All right. Oop. So what's with these things? Is this calculate active groups? This is not a group that's becoming active. It's going to depend on this. Display boon connector. All right, is member active groups? That's going to be very spammy because it's individual connectors. Wait, what was layout calculate active groups? Wait, why did we get an empty set? Well, that's the thing I want to know. But we clearly have one active here, so it's using that. So it says that not 8 is indeed active. Demeter is not active, though, and that's one of the members of that set. Is this an order dependence thing? So we have something. And this is still going to get very, very spammy. We have to know the exact order. And I guess I'm going to kind of need active too. Okay, so that's the... Right, this gets called into sets. Well, fold active gets called in 2 groups, right? Dupe, dupe. That should only happen once per this. Hmm. It's almost like you get called on two different sets of things. Or is this per god? Oh, the one thing did say that a bunch of those were repeated. Okay. So this gets called once per layout. So that's going to be Hermes. That's Aphrodite. That's Ares. There's Demeter. Poseidon is crazy. There's Athena. So there's where we see deflect and not aid, but not Demeter. And what we're looking for is the link to not aid. I feel like I'm missing a typo here. And I still don't see it. Okay, Athena. Right. All right, not aid, Demeter, deflect, not aid, all false. What? No, ID active traits. List thought all of this. What? I guess really what we want is this little subfunction of this thing. And it's confused by indentation again. Or, well, no, because we've got the function. And then we've got that. Okay, so it's not even seeing this as an expression. Gah. What the heck, dude? Okay. All right, Poseidon, Athena. Um, um, what the heck? Is this like generally reproducible? Oh God, not this again. Aha. I was the head of the entire call. Okay, so it's not that any set is an issue. There's something about this particular set. Then it's not to don't care, so we don't care. It's confused by indentation again. Oh, no, you're actually a different value. Oh, you're a debug.log. Okay. What about you? Oh, no. Actually, this is you. Actually, you're a set. And you are... You're just bool. Don't know where this comes from. Bug.log, wait, let's dot all. Well, okay, so not is the only thing in there. Wait, this is active traits. Was it just a typo? Okay, so that's true now. But this line is probably still looking for a trait specifically. If set.member active groups, if boon status or set.member ID active groups. Oh, that did not result in activating that group though. So we still have a problem on our hands. Because this was just our debug reference. So we're not getting the double anymore. And nothing activates. Groups that are active because of traits. So this has to be testing both. It has to be testing both. We have to somehow pass in something different because that is... This is supposed to be active groups, but if I initialize my accumulator, the active traits, the active groups is going to end up being active traits. At which point, we don't actually need to be doing that extra member check on this pass, technically. But that lights up. See, is that the route to Dionysus from you? Yep, calculate risk. At a larger screen size. And that's still pretty small. And these could use to be smaller at this size. Do I need another type of reference? Because originally it was for these things. And so you pick up from color pretty easy. But I think I did the part because that's just unreadably small, or nearly unreadably small text. And maybe we could take that a little bit. Because we're kind of fading in during the legibility period. But man, why are we getting a separate call of this? Calculative active layout groups. The traits version, but it's the same no, calculate active groups. Hmm. So I know that this, I could maybe see this happening multiple times because of chains of events, but I don't know why I would get an empty. I guess the thing I hadn't considered is well, they're going to be lit up on the ends of these things, so that's not going to stick out too much. Next highlighting of linked connectors from other. All right, so we have a temporary solution for this. Well, not that we'll throw it out, but a Band-Aid solution for this. I just never ended up using it here. Yeah, so we get this flash. And that is really related to window size. So we could treat window size as remote data. I think we use that a fair bit, though. And it affects this. An affect view. Where this entire thing would just, well, what we want to do is have some sort of way to detect when it's available. And maybe, since that's a browser thing, I should have some sort of timer fallback. Wait, what divided by 1? Oh yeah, it's left over when we were doing halves. So we basically want to say just don't display anything if our size is garbage. Hmm. I guess remote data isn't entirely accurate because there's not really a difference to like loading. There's not really a loading status. Technically, there's a point where we requested it and not received it, maybe. But it's like just a subscription, right? No, that's actually a command. And you know what else we've never done? We never ended up measuring text. That's the output stuff. Okay, so yes, that's all done. Right, window size. It's kind of like remote data, but not really. Do I have remote data in this? No, because I didn't end up with any significant like API stuff. So I don't know if I want to bring it in just for that. Now, this is mainly a window size thing. I guess a resize would do. So this is a row with a whole bunch of infronts, and then these elements, which we actually have a none here. That makes this indentation really weird. All right, so that gets rid of the really ugly flash. There's still some pop in as we get images. So this is still useful. I guess we never ended up using this. We didn't put in a fallback, and because we have a flag, we can do that now. If which will accomplish setting that flag. Oh, we never had to use time before. We like ever had to use time before? No, I used to do animate. Oh, that was a browser animation frame. I don't know. Would you have an equivalent of that? Yeah, that's an animation. I might not have ever touched time. Okay, it is indirect, so it's in the project regardless. I'd swear it offered to move it up to direct, though. I guess just when you do that. Uh-oh. Oh, right. You not hit these boons? Oh, it's timed out every night. No, timed it now. So you actually are a don't care. And I mean, really, we should get this so fast that we can probably get by with less. Well, try. There might be ways that I could get it to do like 100% again. And just not have exact pixel reference. I guess we're giving canvas a size, so... Ooh. We didn't end up moving these around, so that makes it a little bit easier. All right, so you're a pretty direct reference, although I guess the size will change here. This could be worked into individual charts. The Zeus Aries, this position, and I've got kind of a reference for it, but technically that's defined in other ways. Plus, those would get colors. So like this one, that they faded after they'll be pink, because that's where I have the reference to it, to the position. So maybe I really want to solve this first. Well, no, if it's in this chart, I'd actually have to explicitly tag it as being somebody else. Which maybe what I have to do for this anyway. Okay. So data-wise, there's currently nothing here. Is this a boon chart thing? That's hit. Okay, let's do a reference. Okay, so if we end up finding it here, it's a reference. We use the trait function. It doesn't know what god you're in. You always use all traits and filter. Although I guess, well, reference would have room to do that. Does the traits ever... Well, traits have a type, right? Although data loot color is going to be pointing at a god. Data loot color, which is just god color data.god. So boon type is a field of trait. And are these the only references? That's reference point. Reference point. Okay, so this is the only place we do this. Color equals. Okay. Do we ever... Is there something that already pulls that out? That's... No, not really. I guess then we fall. I mean, really, this should be like duo boon color or something, but that is a. I do have this twice already. Putting aside the possibility of doing half and halves. Does it not? Where's data loot color? Okay, well that seems... God name, God icon. Seems like a pretty basic thing. Okay, that looks better. So now if I did throw those in, they would probably get colored correctly. Design space-wise, maybe up there it should be mostly on Zeus. Or I could just do them all on Aphrodite. I mean, down here would be nice, but that's where I'm putting the... Well, I guess I could go down here. It would still be colliding with the name a bit. And this is going to be... I mean, yeah, these were manual positioning too. I might be able to look up some data, though. Oh, no, this is required slotted. So actually, this is just a slot. So it's still... That one you might want to do up there. Boop. Which I guess you could do that in Aphrodite. Just do it, get everything. So that's this one. This should actually be right here, shouldn't it? Oh, this depends... Oh, no, it's going to be right here. So give me a perpendicular. I forget how big this... Oh, I can find out how big this thing was. It's a radius 50. Probably want to be beyond that. And I was doing what, like 19 spacing, so that's at least 10. And your internal name, which I turned this off on the chart proper. Regenerating capped super trait. No, this is... What do I call this? Probably a slot? Alright, so code goes back to live generation or live loading. Device saved? Maybe I didn't get the name right. I don't think I had anything that put in a dummy for unrecognized names. Well, Zeus has this. Any shout. Oh, that is going to give it a color, though. Because those do get reference to the god. I guess you do have a line. But I don't currently have anything for that. Yeah, you're your own thing, I guess. Oh, I didn't put you in the connectors group. I did have an anycast. Yeah, now you see, this is actually... You worked. Oh, I must have tagged this specifically. Oh yes, this isn't linked to anything. But that gives it a color. I mean, I guess that's kind of arbitrary. The bigger problem is if I use that chart to do this one, then those have to be something else. Ideally, well, those are going to be actual references. See if it's tied to a trait. Probably I just color all of these by the god. All right, so that's your center. So our thing about this is, where is design space? I guess we've actually got some here. It collides with the title a little bit. Or we go out here. I'm just a little bit concerned about where the boundary of the chart is as we go up this way. Not view. Circle. Huh. Apparently I never put a frame around this one. I mean, the circle would be something. So we're drawing at least out to there. So there'd be room out this way. Okay, so how many things do you have to deal with? Because there's not a slot for revenge. I could generate this to some extent. I don't know about... I could maybe write code that would get all retaliate traits and then do like a circle layout. Oh. I wonder if I can get slot reference boons to at least be colored different. Does that go to boon chart? Icon type equals slot. Data loot color again. So these actually... I guess for the ones that are in here, it was kind of okay. This bothers me a little bit. It's not really a duo. Maybe don't want it to stand out that much. Okay, so that brightens up. That still ends up white out here. And doesn't stand out too bad from here. Okay. Oh, these lines would still be pink, wouldn't they? Well, steps. Yeah, if I attached it to this, then it would also show up on these, wouldn't it? Is this some sort of dynamic thing? Okay, so that looks to me... I don't think this shows up anywhere else. Oh! Maybe he was the first one and then they started doing others? Huh. Okay, so that's an actual thing. So that's 5. Now, I think it's that one, because all of these have this, like, this person thing. Aries. That one's a little bit different. Actually, this one is a little bit different, too, because it's Holy Shield. So I basically want to swap it up here if I wanted to do a direct line to that. But it might make sense just to have all of those out there, just so it's like, and any of these. Okay, but the main thing I was interested in was 5. And these are gonna basically be their own group. Be casual here. I've already got a red for cast. I don't know if there's any real color for this. All right, and then I guess the angle we use is pretty arbitrary. All right, so 0 for you is... Okay, you're at middle. Is there. We want to be going up somewhere. I guess I could have picked an arbitrary angle and then used reflection. Provided that we had that. I guess if I did what, 45 and split that, maybe that'd look good. That's not 45. That's 90 minus 45. Is that 75? Or not? No, that is just 45. And then 90 plus that, 135. And then we can just use bisect. Wait. You didn't actually get placed. Wait, weren't these? Length? What? No, these are off. What the heck? I guess it was a grid point. Okay, so just go away. Endpoint. Endpoint. Why did that look even for some reason? Angle 45, 67.5. Yeah, it does end up being at 0.5, so I guess that makes sense. No. Text. Whatever. There. Aphrodite, retaliate trait. Maybe I could position these where closer to the, somehow relative to the actual gods. I guess I should have got retaliate trait in there and updated them all. Retaliate weapon trait. Oh, and then these all have to be, these things all have to be linked. Oh. So normally for this kind of thing, you'd put them all into a group and then have the one line out. So the group would light up, and you'd say you'd have the group fixed for that. All right, so big chart. I guess actually Aphrodite would kind of be, well, Aphrodite, Ares, Demeter, Zeus, Athena. That's Zeus. Interesting how most of those did kind of end up on one side. All right, so it's untagged. We can check the positions. Oh, that showed up full size because it was an own trait. I don't know if I have a good solution for that. Except for some kind of annotation. Oh, you're not within the god. God's area. So I don't even do hit detects on you. You might see that's going to apply. Well, you can't select that one anyway. Okay, and the color's not super bright, but you can see it changing. And I guess the other test of this, let's see, so what do you need? You need like an any, and an any. So right now I've got two of these available. I need to make those, maybe I need to make those things, well, they're links, they can't be none-click. Oh, if I did put it, if I arranged to put it down here, they would be clickable. We'll just have a little bit of name blocking. And actually, oh, these are landing on lines. That's not good. All right, and then Wave of Despair actually is a miscellaneous thing. It just wouldn't be symmetric anymore. Okay, so actually I think these lines, I said I want to position you from there. All kinds of transfer. They're not tagged yet, so that's not an issue. Ooh. Yeah, that... I guess I could kind of see that colliding. Now, can I move that line out? Not easily. So, Wave of Despair. Wait, you didn't move. But that one seems lower than the others. That's workable. Wait, didn't they have it? I had a guideline. Oh. I changed its radius. It doesn't give me a whole lot of room for a join line. I guess at this distance, it's not gonna, let's see, if I went, I've nowhere else go straight across, doesn't give you direct lines. If you're zooming in and looking at it, then there might be room for something there. Let's see, it doesn't give me a radius. So we don't want to do space, let's see, space between things. Oh. That's from an outside point. It says center radius. Oh, reference point. And that one's selected. So this is revenge. Huh. Now, see, naturally this would be the center. But this is going to be the most covered. I guess we could buy it slightly towards the Zeus Aphrodite. No, it's Aphrodite Aries. No, this is Zeus Aries. Oh, you know what? This doesn't even have anything to do with Aphrodite. It just display artifact. And there's the pink lines again. Let's put it in a directly balanced position there. Let's see, where is this even showing up? Okay, so in that position, it's a little bit more open on that side. That's even on both. Okay, now I trim the heck out of this. Limiting entity. I think that works, actually. Entity to trim. I want you to there, 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 and you to there. Retaliate trait. Aphrodite. Aries. Demeter. And right now, this is completely taking over for you. You know what? We've got a line over here. Whereas we do not have a line over here. I guess some of these things technically exclude. It's like, yeah, that will show up as that, but this shows up as locked. So that much is correct, I guess. So where do we do connector colors? That's duo boons. That's basic connectors. Here it is traits.data color. Okay, well those are linked. We were just passing it through before. And that wouldn't get this color. Wait, no, that wasn't lit. Okay. Let's see, and these guys. No, I never did anything specific with those. Zeus would be easy, you would not be. I guess that light color makes it almost look selected at intermediate stages, but oh well. Now, at your selected form, do I brighten up what I have, or do I... No, it wasn't white, it was dark gray. Yeah, black wouldn't work. Okay, so I still display it white there. Yeah, I think I like that better. All right. Lock icon. All right, so we're going to do layout basic boons. Do we need any extra data to figure... we already figured this out, I guess, a little bit. Well, there's any. Okay, so we go down maybe. And we'd only really care about this because we have lots of links. And 90% of the time we don't care about this. Are we better off with a separate attribute? Because otherwise we have to search through our traits every time to figure out. So this being a fancy color I don't care about. It kind of just becomes like color other or something. And really, if you have the trait or the attribute, then it's just going to be miscellaneous. Okay, it's allowed on this side. All right, and individually they still have that. That becomes a data import. Well, it becomes several things actually. That means layout, connection, link. So these are the things that we have to load. Okay, so that comes from, well, there might be other places we have to care about it. Like if we're faking anything. Okay, so now it's just the decoder. Hmm. Can I do both of these? And is this going to be like... no. Dimitri's some of my earlier ones. Aphrodite. Link. Nope, they're both thousands. How's that going to show up? Well, it's entity text, right? Hmm. That's a multiple tag. Okay, we do have the colon. So since that's the split, it might be an empty string. Although really it's a don't care. Yep. Okay. It's not a decoder error. I don't know if any of them are true. Totally, I don't have to pass this on, I just change the color. No. There we go. Compiler. I need to tag you too. I wonder if... Oh, because... Okay. So there is a first listed field issue. Do I have any... Every group code? That's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, so that gives you a list. Is it only where we succeed? Do we have to succeed everywhere? Okay, as long as it's code. If it's error, then fail. Else we have to add the results. So I guess what I really want is like tags. So the straight up decoder way of this is we decode tags twice. And then we do this. And I could probably like decode tags and then do all this other stuff. Maybe. Actually, I have a type for tag. Right, okay, yeah. This is like, we have a type for text. Should this be a library thing? should you be every 1000 text? Okay, doesn't type. Oh, you might be down a level. Point, decoder connection type, point base 10. You're an entire decoder. Maybe this thing is actually too low level? No, with point base, with tag. Oh, every... Just do it twice. Every 10, point base 10. Okay, I guess so. And maybe you don't even have to do a tag check in that case? Well, no, yeah, tag base plus 10. So you're doing it, what was the boundary data, tag 72. Yeah, I guess we're just repeating the check. So now, that would give us a list of strings, which I guess since it's nodes, I could even turn this into a dict. Are you permitted? No. You are not permitted. Now, maybe with different values. No, you are not. You are not permitted to have the same note twice. A dict would be appropriate. So this just decodes as a straight up, every one of these, do this tag text. You are not a folding operation that could build a dictionary, though. If we wanted to dict, we would have to... Oh, no, I guess I could turn you into pairs. That's going to turn you into a list. Ooh, you're a maybe. So you're a list of maybes to get rid of that. I guess really, because you could do dict from list if it was key pairs. But if we... But I can't do a list fold onto a... No, I can do a list fold that results in a dictionary. I always forget which one is more theoretically efficient. And the accumulator is the first argument. Oh, this is the first generic module. Is that how insert works? Insert comparable V. Oh, but there's the problem with foldle. Oh, wait, I need the initial value. No, and the list. Function, initial value. Maybe this doesn't work out. Oh, no, this probably has to be like a decoder and then... Because we're all on the decode chain right now. And then what? Okay, you're a function of a list of strings. Dict string, string to string to dict string, string. Fold L needs the first argument to result in strings. All right, well, we know that the notes was a list of strings. We had that typed out. Okay. So you're not happy. All of a sudden. There we go. Okay, so it's not happy with you. Needs the first argument resulting in string. Dict string to string. Oh, to string. Wait, no, B is the, oh, no, we got them backwards. B is our results, that has to be there. And then it needs the first argument to be decoder B. List string to dict string. The fold L call produces. Kind of, yes. We could be explicit to maybe get better error messages. The argument is an anonymous function of type. Okay, well, that was the same. And then needs the argument to be list string to decoder. Oh, so we have to do this and then say succeed. So actually, we could have just done map here. Okay. Oh, that didn't work out. Because this changed. All right, so you've got a little bit of post-processing you need to do. So that would be... We've taken the best name for it. Okay, these technically have to be decoders. You... And we still have to do like a dict lookup and everything. dict.get misc from notes. That's a maybe. Maybe.map. Oh. A map? No, it would be more with default false. If we got a value, well, this replaces it wholesale. Which we could always, but this is more of a if we got a value. Or dict.get misc not equal to nothing, but you're a decoder. Caps lock. This might be a little bit more involved because we have to map it to the other split, and it's just an empty list if not. And there might still be room for functions on these. I didn't want to decode things twice. So you're the split there. So that's a list. Okay, and that allows multiple tags to go through. Let's see. What was your revenge? That's your revenge. I'm thinking of the call. Aphrodite's aid. You do care about this, though. Technically, you don't care about what the dict is. Which actually makes a decoder out of nothing. All right, you were ID from tag. Maybe we make this like all notes. Is there a proper name for this? There might be a name sort of in the I guess it was text. Maybe. Hmm. 62. You're just notes. And we messed that one up too. Okay. Oh, this is like a an ID from that, ID from tag. You're actually, you ended up being IDs. They're just links. Oh, is that why undo didn't work? I can do that. I can do that. We can do that. Probably do something similar for the other one, but that works. All right, and you are links from notes. No, yeah, because that's the input coming from there. The lack of arrows is one of the design concerns. And then let's see. So we have to set up our encode. This is layout. And you're not technically using this program. Hades, no. Hades boons. Argument is a record of type. Group string, lists, link string. So the misc field is missing. Layout connections list. Maybe we didn't run things in the right order? Okay, that we blew away our error. All right, so what are we using? A Boolean type annotation. Oh, do I just do like true or false as a symbol? Well, I haven't, but construct val. Okay. Boundary, maybe. Why does A need an A expression? It's an encoder of the value, so we don't need to decode the value. Oh, I thought I switched you. Maybe I switched it twice. Traits that generated. Oh, maybe that was just the import running. Okay. All right, so that takes care of coloring reference boons. I guess we're going to check these off separately. Canvas. We don't need our circle again. Now, those are the ones I knew about. I guess we might need to do some other. Let's see, duo boons? I don't know if duo boons have any. Because I don't think I've done. I haven't done these yet. Okay, that's a temp file. We were kind of messing around with some stuff there, so I'm pretty sure we don't need that. Do I have a note? That's duo boons. Yeah, that's kind of design issue. And actually, the any aids we've taken care of. Incompatibles, I don't know about that one. Oh, see, there's going to be a data file in here. And then this is down to other details. Now, I may have looked at the data on this a little bit. So the basic boons don't have a lot of notes on them. These sometimes have a lot of notes. No, they've redone their image viewer. It's much worse now. Okay, I mean, we've got these as they get knocked out. We don't have it on the chart. Now, I guess I could do boon type reference incompatible. I might have to do some extra. It's like those wouldn't be things you want to click on. We might be able to find some sort of cross out. Of course, positioning all of these duo boon things, yeah, if we end up with this, it would almost be like we would do a data-based draw the lines. Then again, some of this stuff might be too detailed. That one didn't get covered up at the bottom, at least. Requires a revenge boon. Incompatible with a bunch of stuff. I guess it's a question of how complete you need to be. This might be a feedback thing. See if people mention that. All right, I'm not sure this is a problem. I'm not sure this is a problem. That's just notes. I was wondering if I could take notes on where all of those incompatible boons were, but there's several. We got it as data. I know I've seen the cell image. It's not really a cell, though. Lock. Schmancy. Oh yeah, screens is the whole thing. Boon entrance. Oh yeah, but it includes both the X and the shop. Oh, dual frames. And that's a thing. It's the icons themselves. That's for the gods. All the chaos boons. There's that backing. This must be something old. They replaced that with the Cupid thing, maybe? Yeah, those are the items. Huh. Alright, long-term thing. I've pulled a particular set of... Well, these are actually custom images. But they're directly derived from Supergiant stuff, so it's still a little... Like, maybe I could pull those out. I'm wondering if I should have like a script that specifies what this stuff is in case I need to rebuild it someplace else. But I don't even know if I could rebuild it on my computer, or I currently do the uploads to. Or I could actually just go ahead and set it up as a mirror icons. Okay. Is the thing I directly do from here? Well, actually, just having another copy locally wouldn't necessarily be bad. Well, local-ish. In my network. Yeah, gotta think about initial deployment. Meanwhile, I need to think about lunch. That's what I'm usually on. To the extent I'm working on this, it might be trying to get an initial one out rather than doing feature work, so I don't know if I'll be on today. See how I feel tonight. But thanks to support from all the subscribers, voluntary and otherwise. I guess normally the next scheduled time would be Saturday morning. Maybe I'll feel like I'll work some other time before then, but meanwhile, goodbye.